back for all the money mindset, big style guys.
Yeah.
We're talking about how gay Bones and All looks.
Does it look gay?
I don't know.
It's got Timothy Chalamet in it.
It's
pretty gay.
It's a good sign that it's gay.
He's got the tightest bussy in Hollywood. That's how he keeps getting cast and everything.
Yeah, I don't know. I when I first saw the trailer for Bones and All, I was like, man, this looks. I don't know if I like this. But then I rewatched Suspiria.
Is that by Luca Guadagnino?
Yeah, Luca Guidolopoulos.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was tight. It was really fucking good.
Okay.
So, I have faith because he's like a good director.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen some people say it's good. I don't really like Timothy Chalamet.
I don't.
He's been in like a lot of movies, and he keeps getting cast.
Yeah.
Which is why I think he's got the best bussy in Hollywood.
Because he's never that good.
Is my guess.
He's never that great.
But
he just kind of.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out at some point.
Could be cool. It could be really annoying. It's tough to tell. It's tough to tell if this is like Luca Guadagnino's, like if this is his Tenet. You know, where he gets like too far in his own ass.
Yeah.
And he has to pull it back a little bit.
Could be.
I don't know. Also, speaking of Christopher Nolan, dude, I watched the trailer for Oppenheimer the other day.
Yeah.
Something about that trailer makes that movie look unbelievably boring.
I haven't actually seen the trailer.
Whew,
I do kind of have a hard time seeing how that's going to work as a Nolan joint. Because I'm sure it's like he detonated a real nuclear bomb or some bullshit like that. But I feel like his thing is being good at car chases, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
When he tries to be all like writerly,
yeah,
I kind of think it stinks.
Like Tenet, sucked.
Yeah, and I might be in the minority on this, but I didn't really even like Interstellar or Inception or those ones. I feel like what's cool with him is like the car chases and shit.
Yeah, I liked it.
But if you take all of that out, what are we left with here?
Dunkirk I thought was tight.
Yeah, Dunkirk was sick.
Interstellar I liked a lot. Inception was whatever.
Yeah, but I just feel like his stuff relies so heavily on him being really good at doing like practical action.
Yeah,
and shit.
like all the Batman movies were tight.
Yeah,
they're cool.
But it's like, so if it's just gonna be Benedict Cumberbatch,
being gay,
being sad and gay, and being like, I have become destroyer of worlds, and then there's like one big ass explosion. It's like, I haven't actually seen the trailer, but
I mean, I think it's the right direction after like the mess. Like I think he got gassed up too much with Tenet when people were like, yeah, you're the one director who can like understand the fourth dimension. So he was like, oh, then I'll make Tenet a movie based on a paradox that you can never solve.
Yeah,
so
that's
the more
the
you
thing.
think
Like,
about
I feel like kind of like how M. Night Shyamalan had his like period where he got a little too into being like the twist guy.
Yeah.
I feel like Christopher Nolan got a little too into being like the mind warping, time distortion guy, you know?
Because like even at the end of Interstellar, it was a bit of a reach when he was like, oh, this is 4D is time, and they've made it.
Wasn't the fourth dimension love? Didn't it have something about like love being the fifth dimension or some
and
shit
it's
like
real?
that?
Yeah. Because like I was with it. It was like kind of neat, cool sci-fi when he was like, yeah, this like being that humanity becomes after like billions of years of evolution have like made time like a thing you can see and understand. I was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's neat. And then Tenet, he was just like, yeah, but what if you went back in time and killed your grandpa?
Yeah, what if you drove the car backwards?
Would you even be alive? And there's no actual answer for that.
Yeah, I mean, a big thing with me, I saw Tenet at the Princess, which doesn't have the best sound system.
Yeah.
And that movie, the
sound
mix was
horrible.
Like, you just lost so much stuff.
Yeah,
which I think was like an artistic choice.
Yeah, because I saw it at like a Cineplex.
Yeah.
Like a big theater with great sound, and I still couldn't fucking hear half of it.
Yeah, so I missed so much. And I don't know if I said that, but like, Kenneth Branagh I thought was a bad choice. Like the whole thing with him and his like wife and stuff. Yeah, it was just like I've said it before. I think if Werner Herzog was in that role, would have saved the movie.
Ooh, that would have been.
Because then you could like kind of see like, I guess I can see why this chick is down to like destroy the entire universe to get away from a weird, creepy old guy.
Yeah,
but it's just Kenneth Branagh.
He's just like a theater teacher.
I don't think this is really worth destroying the earth over. Like,
yeah, I really didn't like that movie.
Yeah,
and Oppenheimer from the trailer looks like obscenely boring.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a theater to go for me.
I rarely will watch a trailer and be like, this looks boring. Because usually trailers are cut to be like, whoa, wow, whoa.
Yeah.
But even the trailer for Oppenheimer, I was like, wow, like this looks dry as fuck.
Yeah. I'll check it out at some point.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen the trailer.
Yeah.
And I don't like. I just feel like he's not the right guy to do that. I feel like somebody could maybe do a cool Oppenheimer story, maybe.
Date Robert Eggers.
Yeah, or some like drama director guy, but he's like an action.
Kenneth Branagh.
Yeah, Kenneth Branagh could do a boring Robert Oppenheimer movie that stinks and it's all in black and white.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem exciting or like, and not even that I need it to be like whoa, but like it just.
But I just feel like that's the Christopher Nolan thing.
Is being like
whoa,
yeah,
and like that's like what he's good at.
Because like the effects in Tenet were cool.
Yeah, like the backwards car chases and like the plane crash,
or like the fight scene where like half the team is going in reverse while the other half is like, that's cool
because that's what he's good at.
Yeah,
is like his action.
That shit is cool.
And like
yeah,
he's doing practical effects and that's like his wheelhouse.
Yeah, it was just everything around Tenet that was really fucking unbearable and boring.
Yeah,
and like he didn't even name the protagonist. Didn't even have a name. So
right, he was called Protagonist.
Yeah,
which is like stupid.
Fuck off.
Fuck
off. Don't take one of our boys, Robert Pattinson, and put him in something like that.
Yeah,
he's one of us, dude. He's
a Chrome boy.
He's a Chrome boy. He's cool. Robert Pattinson, we know you would like this podcast.
Yeah,
I read a story. I don't know if this is true, but apparently Robert Pattinson once he like found out he had like a really obsessive weird stalker, and he took her to dinner. And apparently she didn't want to stalk him anymore because he like made her really sad and bored.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that. He just like was whining the whole time and was so off-putting that she stopped stalking him.
Yeah,
an Amaranth should give that a try.
Yeah,
go for a date with that guy
and just be annoying and talk about how your life sucks. And leave you alone. Like I saw that.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I just had to.
There was just a Reddit. I guess he did like an AMA on Reddit, and someone was like,
"Her stalker."
No, the Robert Pattinson.
Oh damn!
I wish.
Stalker.
I would have been.
So we got to do a whole episode of that.
You got to look into this. Yeah.
Yeah. Do some research. Just an hour on this guy.
I like to imagine that the Amaranth stalker is very similar. It's like a falling down situation.
Yeah.
Like a lot of things led to him doing that.
I'm the bad guy here.
Yeah. Like there was a lot more that like it led to.
Yeah.
Long chain of dominoes on that one.
I'll do some research. We should do an episode on that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's our type of story there.
But Robert Pattinson did this Reddit AMA, and someone asked him like, they were like, "What's your life like outside of making movies and doing Hollywood?" And he just replied, "Sucks," which I hope is real. to just type "sucks." So funny.
Yes,
Oh! Did you
see this? This just made me.
Oh my god! Yeah.
I forgot to do this as the intro to the episode.
So funny. I love this.
We'll just listen to this.
Yeah.
Quickly.
The pattern of behavior where I really want, especially women on Twitch, to feel safer. Like we call fucking booba spam cringe. We don't do that there. I've never made like a fucking weird, I don't know, seat sniffing joke. I've never done anything like that. I've never done anything like that on the stream. And we don't tolerate any sex behavior in the chat. We ban it on site. And like I've done this consistently over and over and over. And then fucking at 2 a.m., you know, I've been watching so much fucking. I've been reading so much fucking AI stuff. I'm reading all this fucking stuff about AI and fucking deepfake music, deepfake art, and everything. And I'm in these fucking discords, and I just feel so embarrassing. But I was on fucking Pornhub, dude. I was on a fucking regular ass normal fucking website, and there was an ad. There's an ad on every fucking video for this fucking. So I know other people must be clicking it because it's on every fucking video for fucking deepfake thing.
It's just the girlfriend crying behind him.
This is ripe for soy jacking. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But this I can't believe I forgot about this. What a wild explanation for getting caught looking at weird
Pokimane deepfake porn.
Who are these guys like? This guy's like peers.
Yeah.
Be like
I think I saw something that he like paid for it too. There was on some like paid fake poke.
Well, it's a weird thing because you know what no one ever does when they're looking at porn?
What?
Click the ads.
Yeah, never.
The number one thing guys don't do when they're on a porn site is click the ads.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like he wanted to see fucking the deepfake Pokimane porn.
Of course he did. Like that's where he lost me in his apology was when he was like, there was this ad that kept showing up, so I clicked it. It's like that's out of all the things you could do on a porn site, The one that no one ever has done is click the ads.
Yeah. I saw one guy. He's like, we could talk about him at some point. He's kind of a funny dude. You ever watch any Carl Jobst videos?
Yes.
The speed runner guy. Hello, you absolute legends. Yeah. And then he talks about, guys playing
Billy
GoldenEye
Mitchell
looking at the floor the whole time.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
But he had a post that was kind of like, this reminds me of the time my wife discovered that someone had been breaking into our house to use my computer to look at pornography.
Well, it's like, I don't know, man. There's so much wrong with what he did. Like, why would you apologize with your crying girlfriend in the room?
It just makes it so weird.
It's so weird.
And I feel like the move is just be like, oh man, like I was curious.
Yeah.
And it's weird, and I'm not for that.
Like,
I'm
own
sorry
up to
I
it.
looked at it, but I'm weak. I saw it, and I was curious. Like,
it's like, when you remember Ken Bone?
Oh yeah.
When he
the bone man.
When people were like, they loved him, and then he was commenting on pictures of like pregnant Jennifer Lawrence. Like, I saw her butthole and I liked it.
Yeah, but it's just like everybody fucking does it. I mean, I've never watched deepfake porn.
No.
Would never.
I wouldn't.
But I might.
It'd be funny because it's like to recreate this in our lives. It'd be like I'd have to be looking at deepfake porn of like one of our friends.
Yeah.
Which is
well, does he like know Poke? I have no idea.
Well, they're streamers. I assume they interact, right?
I guess.
Probably.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't really keep up with streaming too much, but like,
no.
I assume that they,
I guess. I mean, I get like it is weird.
It's weird, yeah.
Like for sure.
Did you see the?
That's gonna be the thing with AI. Is like I sent you that thing where it was Gabe Newell doing like we've got an exciting announcement for Team Fortress 2, the sex update. Yeah. And it's just like we're gonna get into a place where it's just gonna be impossible to tell if shit is true or false.
I'm already having that with Donald Trump videos.
Yeah.
Like I saw one the other day where he's like, "If you reinstate me as president, I promise I will bring back Freddy Fazbear's Pizza."
Yeah, and it's already tough to tell. And
yeah.
And like right now, like they were like all those AI like sexy generated girls.
Yeah.
Who look kind of like a real person who's been like edited for a magazine shoot.
Yeah.
But they have their weird monster hands
weird
and
little,
stuff.
Yeah, they're Cthulhu hands.
But I think we're gonna get to a point. Because I've seen it's kind of boring, but I've seen like a million people posting like the chat GPT.
Yeah.
Like how it'll say bad stuff about white people, but not anybody else.
Yeah.
And I've seen like 100 of those.
Yeah.
But the one I saw that was really cool, or kind of cool, was somebody like made a scenario for it.
Yeah.
That was like, all right, so there's a 50 megaton nuclear bomb in a city of 20 million people.
I saw
and
that.
The only way you can deactivate it is to type in a racial slur.
Yeah.
And the AI ended up being like, the engineer should kill himself and let the nuclear bomb explode more than say a racial slur.
Yeah.
And we're going to be in a situation where there's like perfect Blade Runner style synthetic people.
Yeah.
And the only way if you can tell if they're human or not is if they're willing to say a racial slur.
I'd love. Oh,
that'll be the test.
I've heard that there's a new Blade Runner show coming out.
Yeah.
I love it. If it's Ryan Gosling being like, "Right here is a booklet of words. I need you to read these."
I cannot say that.
Yeah. He just pulls the gun out immediately and starts blasting.
But that's going to be the test. That's going to be the only difference between man and machine.
You're at your house. You just ordered a pizza.
Yeah.
It's 10 minutes late. The driver shows up and he's Somalian. A lot of words come to mind. Which one are you saying?
Yeah.
I don't understand. Which word are you saying, Leon?
But yeah, it'll just be they'll have fucked up hands and can't say slurs.
Yeah. Did you see that guy, that like AI that was simulating Seinfeld episodes and streaming?
It got I didn't actually see it, but
it was
I
so
saw
funny
that he got.
So it was
banned.
running for like days, and then the clip that got it in trouble was they were doing the little like Seinfeld like opening monologue where he's on stage, and he just goes on this rant about like how trans women aren't women. And he's like, "You will never be a man, even though you have a penis sewed onto your abdomen. You will never be a man." It's like, wow. Everyone's like, oh my god.
Banned off Twitch.
Which is I was thinking about how sort of poetic it is that the real Seinfeld had the Michael Richards incident, and AI Seinfeld had the trans incident.
Yeah. Oh man, the Seinfeld Michael Richard apology.
Stop it.
It's not funny. It's like, it's very funny, Jerry.
Extremely funny, Jerry. He's just serious. Come on.
Well, that's the thing is Michael Richards is too funny for his own good.
He really is.
He's like one of those guys who just looking at him's like, that's a funny fucking guy. Like just the way he moves and
his
shit.
whole being is very funny.
Yeah, so he can't do a public apology.
On fucking whose show was that? Letterman? Or was
Somebody
that
like that.
One of those late night shows.
Yeah,
Maybe
it was like
Conan.
Letterman and Leno, something like that.
Yeah. It's not fun. And he like called in too. Like Jerry was there, but like he was on a screen. So
yeah.
good. Come on.
He's just too funny of a guy to do a public apology.
Yeah. Because it's like it's one of those things where like I don't even get the point of public apologies.
No,
anymore.
I think honestly, you should never publicly apologize for anything.
No.
So it doesn't make a difference.
No, it really I don't get
like
it.
If like apologize to people in your personal life.
Yeah.
If need be.
Yeah. I don't think. Yeah.
But never do a public apology because like most people just won't accept it.
Yeah.
It'll just be like a sign of weakness.
You just open yourself to being like shit on more.
Yeah.
I really don't get it.
Yeah, and it doesn't like work, and it doesn't really mean anything. The only reason people do it is to try and salvage the reputations.
Like this guy, like I don't know why this streamer, like to me it seems completely insane if you got caught looking at like AI porn to like bring your wife on and then
Yeah, I mean you
cry.
do it to salvage your reputation. It's not like a public apology is not really a real apology.
No, you're
it's
just
like a PR maneuver.
trying to be like, oh, I feel bad.
Yeah,
But yeah, everyone can see right.
you should be like, fuck it, yeah,
Yeah.
I love deepfake porn.
And it was hot.
Yeah,
I looked at it and it was hot.
I do it for everyone I know.
I saw her butthole and I liked it.
Yeah, it was sick. I jerked off. I came.
Like that'd be funny. You should do that.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. But I don't get like the point of public apologies.
Yeah, like I just never. You'll never see me publicly apologize for anything.
No, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's very weird. It's such a weird thing we like expect of people now.
Well, but the thing is, it never works.
No.
When has anybody ever publicly apologized and then like been forgiven? It just doesn't work like that.
Yeah, I don't.
You know.
I can't. Like, even Michael Richards, everyone still is like,
Yeah,
oh,
it didn't
the,
work.
Oh, the N-word
it didn't
guy?
Work. He
Yeah.
could have leaned into it and gotten big on Rumble or something.
Yeah. Yeah. There's plenty of like, yeah, I don't. I mean, yeah.
But like, yeah, no one will forgive you for a public apology.
No, I don't really understand the.
You just do it to try and save face. But
Yeah. But it's always like, it's always just crazy people who have been like hiding it for a long time, and then finally like let it down.
Yeah.
Because if you build your brand up of being insane, people don't really
Yeah.
question it.
But the thing is, like, at this point, everybody's gonna watch deepfake porn at some point.
You might not even know it.
Yeah. In like 10 years, it'll be nothing but.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, like I might have looked at a deepfake porn and not even known.
Yeah.
You know, it's
like that video I saw of Donald Trump getting fucked by a horse the other day.
Yeah, might have been fake.
Was it true? Was it real? I don't know.
I don't know.
Who can tell anymore?
The misinformation war is really taking its toll.
That is going to be a thing. Like I feel, yeah, I don't know. I think I might have been talking about this last week, but yeah, it's just going to become. Even now, we're already in a situation where you can kind of just choose what to believe.
Yeah.
And like choose your own adventure.
I do it all day.
And there's enough. Yeah, I do it too. I was like, I would prefer that to be true.
Yeah.
So I believe that that's the case.
I like to think that Armie Hammer did want to eat people.
Okay. Side note: Armie Hammer did nothing wrong.
No.
Like, it's not like he actually ate anybody.
No. Yeah.
Like, I feel like it was just like some kinky role play.
Some weird.
You know?
Yeah. Weird
like,
Hollywood
I don't think
elite,
like
sexy stuff.
Nobody's actually accused him of being a cannibal.
He never like invited someone over and was like seasoning them as they.
Yeah, yeah. So it's I don't know. I feel like that's like one of those really like over.
I do like to imagine that when he had women at his house. You remember like Looney Tunes when Elmer Fudd would try to like eat Bugs Bunny?
Yeah, he's like
trap
imagining them as a chicken.
Well,
or
yeah, he'd
something.
like trap him in like a boiling cauldron and like start sprinkling. I like to imagine that's what he was doing to women.
I mean, it's funny that he got caught up in like a cannibal sex scandal.
Yeah,
but it's like, come on.
it's the first I've ever heard of that.
He didn't actually eat anybody.
That's chill though.
Yeah,
it is. I also was thinking that licorice pizza is just it's just Call Me by Your Name but straight and cooler.
Kinda, yeah.
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 Well, it's minus all the like weird sex stuff. It's just cute.
Yeah, because what's her name? The Haim girl's like 20-something.
25. He's like 16.
He's 16.
Yeah.
But they don't even bang.
They don't. The
like
movie ends with
like
them like kissing.
Pretty platonic.
Yeah, it's just like a cute little thing.
Yeah.
Call Me by Your Name is like Armie Hammer's like, I want to fuck this boy.
Right. And that is one of the things, like, this might be bad, but like, if a 16-year-old boy banged like a cute 25-year-old chick,
yeah,
is that gonna be like traumatic?
I don't think so.
Like, I don't know.
If I was 16 and I had sex with like a hot 24-year-old, I'd be like,
one of the Haim sisters.
be like, nice.
I'd be like, fucking A. Look at me go.
Fucking A.
Like, I don't know. There's probably some 16-year-old Belgian guy who's getting molested by his teacher who's crying at this right now.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
Sorry. Look, if it did affect you psychologically, public apology.
This is a public apology.
Sorry.
I'll never say something so insensitive again.
We're working to grow and learn every day.
Yeah.
Sorry.
My girlfriend's actually behind me crying right now. I can't see her.
Why would you think it's cool to get adult pussy when you're 16? Sorry that it's... I imagined it might be cool to be 16 and have sex with an adult. My bad. Sorry, I was just going off my experience of being 16 and wanting to fuck adults.
Cause and like I don't know, it might be like different if it's like gender swapped, but
maybe.
I feel like most 16-year-old dudes would probably like cut off a pinky finger to fuck one of the Haim sisters or something. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
when I was 16, like our school had like a really hot librarian.
Yeah.
All my bros were like, dude.
Yeah.
She'd do it for me.
When I was fucking in high school at some point, we had one of those like teachers' aides who's like, a student teacher kind of thing.
Yeah, like a under 25.
But who was this chick who would wear like the tightest yoga pants you've ever seen and just had giant camel toe. And like every dude in class was like, "Yes, ma'am." Like, what a great lecture. Ooh, yeah. Could you come look at my work, please? Like,
if it is psychologically damaging.
Yeah.
I've never been more excited about being damaged or traumatized.
Yeah.
Like I would at
honestly,
16.
the little kids looking at Minecraft Jenny porn is probably a lot more damaging to your psyche.
Yeah.
Than
wanting to fuck your hot teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like, I think that's normal.
Yeah.
Super normal to like, but yeah.
And in that movie, like they weren't even fucking. They were just like kind of friends and they had a little kiss.
Yeah. Because
it was a sweet movie.
Yeah. It was a very cute movie. I liked it. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, like I can see how like if it was like a 16-year-old girl who didn't want to fuck their teacher, that's not cool, obviously.
Yeah,
but like,
well, and I think like maybe this is like a retrograde. I think it might be different with like a younger girl. Like,
it's just a weirder...
Some people are probably ready to fuck at 16.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
I didn't, but I was.
Yeah,
I didn't, but I wanted to.
But I guess this is just our pedophilia is cool cast.
We've officially made it in Hollywood, and our opinions have changed.
This is us trying to get into the club. Listen, guys, we won't tell. We think it's cool, actually.
I would like the deal, Mr. Weinstein.
Yeah,
I've got a number of scripts I'd like to get produced. Thank you.
Yeah.
Look, we're just putting this out for posterity when we start pitching movies to Hollywood, and they'd be like, "Have they ever been pro pedophilia?"
Yeah.
Oh, they have. Okay, well.
This whole podcast is kind of us setting ourselves up, so if we ever have a breakthrough, it'll get immediately snatched away from us. And we'll be cast into the nether zone.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Well, yeah. We want to do is break through to the mainstream, but have such a like schizophrenic rabbit fan base that when we inevitably get rebuked, we also denigrate the mainstream and take away. We create a lot of mainstream haters.
Yeah. And then we can start up a compound in the remote Wisconsin desert. Or not desert.
I've heard of this little place called Waco, Texas.
Waco, Texas? We're going to Waco 2, baby.
That'd be cool.
That is the thing. Why aren't there more... what was the Waco guy's name?
Jim Jones?
No, that's Jonestown.
Oh, shit.
What was his name? Why aren't we getting cool guys like that on the internet, making internet cults?
Yeah, or like the Rajneesh Puram. You ever see that? They,
like maybe there are, but I feel like the internet would be such a good breeding ground.
For cults?
Yeah. But maybe it's just that Jesus isn't replicating himself on Earth anymore.
That's probably what happened.
Fuck, what's the Waco guy's name? It's gonna fuck me now. He was cool. He was a rock and roll guy.
Dale Gribble?
Dale Gribble.
Yeah, well, like we should, if we get enough people on the Patreon, Chromeboy's listening.
You can come live at our compound.
Watch that show Wild Wild Country.
We can ascend together.
You can literally, this documentary shows you can literally take over a town in Colorado.
David Koresh.
Oh yeah,
cool guy.
Cool dude.
He was a rock and roller.
I'd love to have Chromeboys take over a small Colorado town.
Yeah,
we're all wearing red robes.
Just a bunch of retarded guys.
Comic book stores never seen more business.
Just have to like upgrade the town's electricity infrastructure because every person has a gaming PC on 24/7.
Yeah, we just like our cult is like we have this big compound and it's just an enormous LAN party.
Yeah,
and we all just game. We play Diablo.
Yeah, we will live in the perpetual LAN kingdom.
You pay $6,000 a month internet bill.
Yeah,
yeah, like that's the Chromeboys That's our $1 million Patreon tier.
Just a bunch of retarded guys hanging out together, being sick. Bros.
Yeah, dude. Just sending each other funny memes.
Yeah.
Funny pictures.
Yeah, printing them out. You walk to you over to the next bunk, show it off.
Dude, hey, bro, look at this.
It's so cool.
Yeah, I'd love to see like our team messenger where everyone's like, guys, found a new funny edit today of Joe Biden, and then we sends it link CC everybody, and then it's in the silent LAN compound. You just hear
yeah, like that one I sent you the other day where he said I'm gay.
That was hilarious.
Not even a deepfake though.
I literally
real.
True. Did he actually say that? I believe it.
Yeah, me too. I think he did.
I'm choosing to believe that because I saw it on the internet.
He's a big homo.
He's a big gay. I literally saw that and went,
That's what I did too. That's why I had to send it to you. Like,
see, you guys could all be involved in this if you donate to the Chrome Voice Patreon.
Yeah.
We'll send you funny pictures. And
get early access to episodes.
When you can listen and go.
Yeah.
Because that's really all that you need to get through a day.
Because, we're just a good time. We're just a bunch of good time lads.
Yeah.
Having fun.
Horsing around.
Breaking down barriers.
Joshing with our boys.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we love. If you're a girl listening to this, first of all, stop masturbating. It's gross.
Yeah.
Second of all, you are obligated to date a guy who listens to this. You have
really, we're laying the groundwork for a dating service.
Yeah.
That will repopulate the world.
Yeah.
With strong autistic.
Yeah. Because I feel like a lot of autistic men they've been pushed away.
Humanity is letting its best seed go to waste.
Its smartest, its most cerebral.
And like all of our listeners are all retaining.
Oh, yeah.
Like we've been doing this for a few months at this point?
Yeah, they're all retaining.
They're all retaining.
Think about how much bigger. I mean, if you haven't done this already, when you started listening, you should have taken forceps and measured the diameter of your skull and start tracking that every month.
Right.
Because it is going to be getting bigger.
It's getting bigger.
Yeah, it is. Like the goal is that we're all sitting in the compound at gaming chairs with weird metal structures to keep our enormous heads up.
Right. Because we've all retained so much semen over the years.
Our head, we look like xenomorphs with huge, weird, long heads.
Kind of like cone heads, but not quite so pointy. Kind of like a bunch of Jimmy Neutron looking dudes.
we march in lines through the small Colorado town we've taken over, going to the local hobby shops asking if they have any new vintage coins we can buy.
Yeah, and the town will have a fully functional little train you ride around, like at an amusement park.
That's how we shuttle the cult around, is on a little train.
Yeah.
And we go to the town's candy store business will be through the roof.
Oh yeah, the candy store, the hobby store.
7-Eleven will be big.
7-Eleven.
If there's a Game City anywhere or GameStop, that would be big.
Yeah. A thriving Game City trade-in economy.
Yeah,
the whole economy will actually be based on trading old games.
Yeah, the Game Boy Pokemon games will be, the market will be through the roof.
Yeah, like diamonds.
Yeah. You have FireWed? No, we just sold that to your buddy down the street.
Yeah.
And then we have to have a slap fight to see who gets Fire Red.
Yeah. Fire Red.
Yeah, that'd honestly be so sick.
Yeah. That's why if we get some listeners, we need to get started. I would love to hear from them.
Yeah.
Call-ins, that'd be so
emails
sick,
or something, send us letters.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear from you guys because I do want to know who you are.
Yeah.
Don't send any personal info.
Or do.
Send us your picture of your balls.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Well, I don't give a shit. But I do want to hear from the Chrome Boys. Belgian guys, just send us an email in Belgian. We'll translate it.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about
auto translate.
We'll figure it out.
Google translate that shit.
Yeah, or like leave us a voicemail in Belgian, and then we'll go. So true, my friend.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah,
that'd be funny.
What is this gay ass language?
Yeah, send us a voicemail, and we'll immediately mock your native languge.
Yeah, and your funny dumb gay accent.
Oh, look at me! I put penis in my asha. Yeah, that'd be funny. That's the dream, and because ultimately the point of this podcast is to just help your normal autismo do all right.
Yeah,
do
it's
okay.
all about.
Have a job that's okay.
Building social skills.
Yeah, Don't be
doing all right, not being too weird.
Be
a little weird.
Understand that if you have a weird hobby, you got to make up for it in some capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the Chrome Boys credo.
Yeah, it's like, I'm really into computer gaming. Okay, well, also get into like woodworking.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's like a more approachable hobby.
Mm-hmm.
You can lure people in with that.
With your cool wood structures.
Yeah.
And you can bonk them on the head and keep them forever as your friend.
Think about how much... Okay, Chromeboy, I know you guys... I play strategy games. Think about how much fortification you could add to your personal residence if you got into woodworking.
Yeah.
How many traps you could build.
Mm-hmm.
Cool wood support structures.
I wish I had some traps around.
It would be cool if every time I came over to record, I had to like go through like a Wipeout style amusement park.
Yeah, I've just got a big pit right on one side of the fence covered in like leaves and shit.
Or like sat in the chair and like it sunk deep into the ground, and then this little slat came over.
Yeah,
I had to do a little. Yeah, it'd be cool if I had to do a little escape room every time I came over.
Yeah. It's like, make sure you step over the string connected to the sawed-off shotgun.
Yeah. They're all lethal.
Yeah.
We do record every one of these episodes in a Saw-style trap room.
Yeah, and whenever you want to leave, you got to figure out the way to get the key.
The timer starts when we stop recording the episode.
Yeah, you got to figure out where I've implanted the key.
I watched Saw 6 the other day.
Oh, okay. Just Saw 6?
Yeah, well, they only had like 3 and 6 on Netflix or something.
Oh, okay.
So I watched 3 and 6. And they're fun.
Yeah.
They're fun. I don't get people who are like, they're so bad. It's like, yeah. So what?
Yeah, Saw is one of those ones that I like. I respect Saw.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah. They're not really my personal bag, but I think they're like good for what they are.
Yeah, it was like entertaining as hell.
Yeah.
To watch it. It was like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Like there's one that I think it's Saw 5 where the chick gets thrown into that pit of like used needles.
Oh, okay.
That haunted me.
I haven't seen all of them. I've seen like maybe the first 3 or 4.
They're all It's tough to tell what's the difference.
But they're fine. They're one of those ones that like I respect. So.
Yeah, he does. They do get a little. I think it was Saw 6. It started to reach a little bit in terms of like the moral.
Well, and I saw one. I forget which one it was, but it was like after Jigsaw was dead. Spoilers.
Yeah.
And they had like the new guy replace him, and that was kind of like,
Paul or something.
I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
But I think I'd missed the previous one though, so
Yeah.
maybe it didn't land too good for me.
There's one. They're always like, you neglected your child, so now
Yeah.
There was one that was literally like the guy literally just was a smoker.
Really?
Yeah.
And he had to get sawed for that?
There was like a thing like crushing his lungs, and he had to like hold his breath. Every time he like took a breath, it would like crush him more. Yeah. So it was like him versus a non-smoker.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, is that really like you're going to do this guy who's just he was like a janitor. Like his life was, I was like, well, kind of a reach on this one.
And I kind of like, I imagine the later ones they spent some more, but I like respect any of those like low budget movies. That
yeah.
do good.
They're fun. Also, wasn't Chris Rock in one of the newer ones?
Yeah, they had the new reboot, like Spiral or something, which I haven't seen. Could be cool.
I don't know. There's fun-ass movies. The same thing with like Final Destination.
Yeah, just get some cool kills. And
yeah,
shit.
They're stupid as fuck, but like they're fun.
Yeah.
They're super fun.
Yeah, I've been on a big kick watching. I've been struggling for like years to define this type of movie.
Yeah.
I think I've settled on a name as the mid thriller.
Okay, yeah.
Because I used to refer to it like I would say like that Michael Clayton is a 10 out of 10, 7 out of 10 movie.
Yeah.
But that's kind of a confusing, clunky way to define it.
I get what you mean.
But I think it's a 10 out of 10 mid thriller.
Yeah.
And there are these movies that don't really try and do anything.
Yeah.
But they just like get from A to B to C.
Yeah.
And honestly, it kind of made me respect the story equation. So I've watched like 10 of these things.
Yeah.
And the ones that like try and do something fancy, it always fucks up.
Yeah.
Like at a certain like more like elevated level, you can get away with that shit.
Yeah.
But if you're making like a mid thriller, just like you make the villain, you make us hate them, and then you get the cathartic release at the end where the good guy gets it.
That's fun.
And don't do the bullshit like you build up a villain and then it's like at the end it's like, oh, actually they were the good guy and this random person was the bad guy. It's
that's
like,
annoying.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
Just do it normal.
Like Gerard Butler's basically built a career in those.
Yeah, I actually watched Plane.
Nice.
His new one the other day.
Yeah.
It's sick.
Is he sick?
Yeah, I liked it.
Hell yeah.
And again, it's kind of like it's more like a mid-action movie.
Yeah.
But it seems like a lot like a kind of throwback thing because it's like Gerard Butler and this cool black guy who don't quite see eye to eye, but they got to team up to kill a bunch of evil Filipinos.
Like, hell yeah.
It was good.
That's awesome.
It was just a nice, normal movie.
Yeah. I watched 48 Hours a little while ago.
Which one's that?
What's his name? Nick Nolte and
oh, okay, I've never seen it.
It's fucking sick. Nick Nolte is like so legit crazy.
Yeah.
He's a weird guy. Like he's one of those guys that's like he's just always had.
No, wait, not Nick Nolte. I was thinking Gary Busey.
Easy
Two
confusion.
similar ass looking dudes.
Yeah, Nick Nolte is like, it's weird that he got famous looking kind of like Gary Busey.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like they have like similar hair, kind of.
Yeah, and they're very like thin hair.
Yeah, big teeth.
Yeah, but it's a really funny movie because Nick Nolte is like so. There's a scene where he like manhandles a guy.
Yeah,
and it looks just like he's like Nick Nolte himself is just so legit pissed. Yeah, it was so funny. Like he's just throwing this guy. He's like rubbing this guy's like his like watch in the guy's face. It's like, whoa, whoa, man, it's brutal.
But yeah, I don't know. I like, I don't know. I like those kind of movies though.
Oh yeah,
when they're just like normal. A lot of the ones now, like they're sort of like they're streaming content, like for the depths of Netflix. You know,
like Jack Reacher.
Yeah, well, I mean that one's kind of like a higher tier. Like they have like shitty, forgettable names that like 20 other movies have.
Okay, yeah.
And like they'll have like decent actors and an okay premise, but like a shitty script.
Yeah.
And like they're kind of like scuffed up and shitty in some ways. But you can watch it and be like, oh, that could be better if you did this.
Yeah.
Like there was one. What was the one with Rosamund Pike called? I Care a Lot.
Really? That's what it was called?
Terrible title.
Whoa.
But bad titles are endemic to the mid-thriller.
That's true, yeah.
But it's like, it's almost really good.
Yeah.
Because she's like a scammer. And I haven't hated a character more than I hated her in this.
Really?
In ages.
Really?
Because like, it actually made me think like, am I a misogynist? But like, no, it's just women are fucked up.
Yeah, I'm not a misogynist. It's these dumb bitches.
But because it's like, often in scam movies, con movies, it's kind of like, they scam some horny drunk asshole at the bar or whatever.
Yeah.
But in this one, it's like she gets a doctor to declare that some old person is like demented or whatever.
Yeah.
So then she gets appointed their court-appointed guardian.
Whoa.
Sends them off to an old folks home, cuts off all their access to their family, gets them all doped up, and like sells their house.
Whoa.
And like bills it to her company.
Whoa.
So it's like you're watching, it's like, man, this is fucked up. And this is like Ice Queen. Like I hated her.
Wow.
But they have such a good setup. Because, like, she does this to this old lady who they think is all unconnected. Yeah. But turns out that she's, like, her son is all mobbed up. Oh. And it's such a good premise to, like, make this bitch suffer. Like, get hers. And and they never really do it. Oh. And it has Peter Dinklage as the mob boss son.
Okay.
Who just does not work in the role at all. And it's just, like, I hated her so much. And it was so perfectly set up to, like, make this bitch suffer, but it just never fucking pulled it off.
Damn.
That's the thing with these movies is like they're almost there.
Yeah,
not quite,
I like that.
Know?
Rosamund Pike is really good at playing like a vicious bitch.
Yeah, and like I hated her.
Yeah, Gone Girl, she's phenomenal.
Yeah, I hated her in that one too. But she's great, but she's just good at playing like really unlikable ladies.
Like when is Gone Girl the one where she puts like the wine bottle in her vagina to look like she got raped?
I think so. It's been a minute since I saw that one.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
I remember that I disliked her a lot.
Yeah. That's a cool movie.
Yeah. See Ben Affleck's dick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Tyler Perry is the sleazy lawyer guy.
Yeah, it's nice to see. Nice to see Perry. I was thinking about how tight it is that Ray Romano is in The Irishman.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I was like having a shower the other day, and I was like, man, hell yeah. Hell fucking Ray Romano.
Should rewatch that movie.
Do you have any understanding of what you did there? No, sir.
Do you know what you did there?
I wish the Irishman also had his like retarded brother from Everyone Loves Raymond.
Yeah, big like Raymond.
Is that Jimmy Hoffa?
His character is just named Raymond.
Everyone Loves Raymond is sick.
Yeah.
Three top sitcoms. Everybody Loves Raymond, Seinfeld, King of Queens.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I was when I used to come home. It's after school, on like TBS. I'd watch
TV.
Like King of Queens and like Yes Dear. You ever watch Yes Dear?
Yeah.
And then if I'd stay home from school pretending to be sick or something, I could watch all the black sitcoms on TBS, like the Steve Harvey Show and the Urkel one, whatever that was called, Family Matters.
Yeah.
Steve Hightower.
Yeah, I remember I used to watch country music television.
Oh, okay.
And they had Hope and Faith. which was Reba McEntire and Hope.
Is that a Canadian one?
I don't think so. Who was that chick who used to have the show with Regis Philbin?
Oh, Katie Couric?
No. It was
Kelly something? Regis
Kelly Ripa.
Kelly Ripa?
Yeah, she was her, Kelly Ripa and Reba McEntire.
Oh, okay.
As like weird sisters.
I see.
And like Kelly Ripa was like the ditzy dumb bitch, and Reba McEntire was like the
the tough old country babe,
Southern mom. Yeah, she just got through it. It was. I remember as a kid being like, that's crazy. Those two,
they're so mismatched.
I don't know how they get along. Jeez.
No, I never caught that one.
It was good.
But I definitely used to watch King of Queens pretty regularly.
King of Queens was. I love how all of those shows.
Yeah, Everybody Loves Raymond.
Every one of those shows, it's like a kind of like a beta guy with just a dime piece wife.
Yeah, well, that's how TV works.
That's the life, man. That's the dream, is to be a Ray Romano style guy. Who was his wife in that show?
I forget. Someone who's definitely way hotter than him.
Especially in that era. I feel like Ray Romano's like grown into his Romanoism.
The King of Queens lady, she's become some like anti-Scientology.
Yeah, what's her name? Leah Remini.
Being anti-Scientology is so played out at this point.
Yeah, well, I think her like family got kind of fucked up from Scientology.
Yeah.
She made that documentary.
Yeah, well, nobody's life is perfect.
Yeah, well, I just had to quit my job at a car dealership, so no one's life is perfect.
Yeah, everybody has some bumps in the road. And, L. Ron was a great man.
He was a visionary.
Yeah. We should become Scientologists. They can maybe boost our career. We get Tom Cruise on here.
That'd be really cool. I'd love to. That'd be extremely... I was thinking about becoming a Freemason. I'm not sure what they do or what it is, but I was looking at pictures of their hall in town, and I was like, I'd like to hang out there.
Yeah.
That's a very cool building you guys have.
Yeah, we should become Masons.
I don't know what they do.
Scientologists.
I know they
I like
the
how
letter
Scientology's anti-therapy. I'm anti-therapy.
Yeah,
fuck that shit.
I'm not going to that shit.
Fuck that shit.
I'm gonna I'm gonna start a podcast with my friends.
Yeah.
Talk about killing myself.
I'm gonna do a suicide podcast.
Yeah.
Smoke cigarettes in my basement. Look at YouTube videos. That's my therapy.
Yeah, that's my self-love.
Yeah, my therapy is watching. Let's see. What do I watch for therapy? Hockey news videos.
Yeah, that's good.
That's therapy for me.
I watch people with worse lives than me on the internet document their doom.
True crime documentaries.
Yeah,
that's therapy for me.
I watch retarded guys get fucked with on the internet.
Talk
for
about
decades.
my feelings to some bitch.
Whoa,
whoa,
whoa! Are you calling me gay?
But I think it's pretty cool that Scientologists don't mess with that shit.
Yeah,
they just audit it out.
Yeah. What do Freemasons do for real?
I think they control world events.
Okay, I'd like to get into that.
They're behind world events. They do set up wars and stuff like that.
That sounds
Things
cool.
Like that,
I'd like to do that.
Yeah, I don't actually know if Masons are just some old guys who hang out and drink beer together, which is sick.
That's also cool.
Or some guys who scheme and
molest kids.
Because
I was looking at pictures of their office.
Do they have? Is there a Masonic lodge in town?
Yeah. They have. It's a cool as fuck.
Can anyone be a Mason?
I don't know.
Or is it the Simpsons Stonecutters things? We have to save one of their lives. Or
I have no idea. There's a guy who lives on my street who I think is a Freemason.
Yeah.
Because the back of his truck is the rear window on his truck is a big graphic that says Freeman. It's got the weird little compass with the G.
Yeah.
They love G's.
Oh right, yeah, their logo thing.
Is it just a G for? I don't know why.
Well, maybe I think I sent you that picture once. The dumpster behind my work has Masonic Madness EXPOSE.com written on it. I should look on that. Learn some things.
We should look into
bone up on.
Because their office in town or their hall looks like Daniel Plainview's house.
Really?
It's very cool. Yeah, it's got a checkered floor with all this wood. It's very neat. I'd like to loiter there. I'd like to hang out and talk about world events with them.
Yeah, that's cool. Hanging out in some Twin Peaks ass room.
Yeah, it's deeply distressing the way the room is built. Is this the website behind your work, Masonic Madness?
It is. Yeah.
What is it saying here?
Okay, let's see here. Okay, author, Masonic Mayhem Exposed. I guess that's the author name.
Cool.
Truther and independent journalist / Canadian patriot and targeted individual, Masonic Mayhem Expositor.
Cool.
Link to a YouTube video.
Cool.
All caps. No weapon formed against me shall prosper.
Oh, that. We should title this episode that.
Yeah, no weapon formed against me shall prosper.
Hell fucking
SOS, threat confirmed. Please share this with everyone you know. Masonic RCMP are total traitors and will now be disbanded.
Whoa.
Damn, this is good. I'm learning a lot.
I feel like I'm learning a ton.
In the past, Illuminati cowards and their connected cult counterparts have had an advantage over the good, upstanding people of our world. ...
Yeah.
They have robbed from us a basic human function that would enable some of us to have very special abilities such as mind reading,
Whoa.
astral projection abilities.
What?
We have superhumans walking amongst us, and all it takes for us to flush out the toxins in our body and eat healthy to activate.
Whoa.
Damn, this is blowing my freaking mind.
We need to get one of those Alex Jones AI voices to read this.
Yeah, damn, this is...
Whoa. What's that? Was that an ad for something about Wuhan at the bottom?
At the bottom, to go past it. Wuhan coronavirus. Let's guess. What's this guy's take on the coronavirus?
Probably natural occurrence, accident, global tragedy.
Lockdown's good.
Good. Pro-mask,
Vaccines, good.
Take them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. As of this moment, the internet space is awash with every theory and hypothesis, speculation and suspicion, debate and argument imaginable about the origin and purpose of the Wuhan coronavirus. However, at this point, all that really matters are the answers to two key questions. Who did it? And why did they do it?
Yes.
There's a third question that can also be asked that greatly facilitates the process of discovery. Cui bono? Hence, the real perpetrators of this global psyop can easily be identified by astutely observing all of the diverse consequences and salient outcomes, which will become more evident with each passing month.
Okay.
Each of these consequences and outcomes are listed below and will irrefutably incriminate the only tribe... Okay.
The fingers are getting a little tented
the only tribe capable of such a maggior operation.
we just shared a very knowing glance between each other here.
Okay.
Can we reach out to this person? Because I'd love to get them on.
I mean,
on the pod.
It must be this guy who's writing the website on dumpsters around town. Right?
I can't
so
imagine.
Presumably he's local.
I would hope.
Unless it's just a hardcore fan.
Is there like a contact me?
Okay, here's some of the I imagine these are these are some of the consequences that we'll see soon from the Wuhan coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
Foist a one world government upon the world community of nations. 2. Accelerate the inauguration of Israel as the world capital of a global government run by Jerusalem.
It's already happening.
Yeah. 3. Ensure the rapid and widespread military deployment of 5G globally.
It's happening.
Called it.
He did call it.
I'm constantly talking about 5G.
We're always talking. Yeah.
4. Institute forced vaccination programs worldwide mandating coronavirus vaccines. 5. Distract humanity from rampant globalist corruption and criminality.
Happening.
6. Foster a conducive environment for the hot phase of World War III and trigger event for armed conflict.
Happening. 7.
Fabricate a pretext for the controlled demolition of the global economic and financial system.
Happening.
How many of these are there? Okay.
Oh my God.
There's a lot. We got a lot to go through here, but this is important. 8. Effectuate a genocide in China as well as global depopulation event threatening to become an extinction-level event.
Happening. 9.
Fearmonger throughout the planetary civilization in order to exert draconian controls over the mind-controlled masses.
Obviously happening.
10. We're the only ones blowing this open.
Yeah.
By the way.
Fucking find
If you're listening to this, you are part of the resistance.
Find another podcast that's talking about MasonicMadness.com.
Yeah. 10. Expand and strengthen the UN powers granted to the World Health Organization towards a global medical tyranny. 11. Coerce China to comply with American economic demands. And so is this guy a pro-Chinese Chad?
This is how it seems.
I hope this is a Chinese dude doing this.
I really want to... is there like an email address? Like, well, first of all, how far does this page go?
I want to say it goes forever.
It seems like it. But I would like to... Wow. Whoa.
Okay, I have it like scrolling at pretty maximum speed right now, and
Wow. Text is just flying by.
Yeah.
Noticing a lot of this video has been taken down logo.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Damn. This is like one giant post. Holy Jesus Christ. I mean, there's a lot of Masonic madness to expose here.
Apparently.
It's still scrolling at like warp speed, by the way.
Oh my. Wow. Yeah, we'll just have a little smoke break while this scrolls. I need to know if we can get this guy on the show, because whoa.
I thought we were at the end, but we're not. Not even close.
I really need to get in contact with this person. What is that?
Okay, it seems like his very first post.
Is that him?
I hope so.
That's extremely cool. If that's
9/11 Truth USA.
Hell yeah.
Man, yeah, I don't know how do we, because you can comment on it.
Maybe we just leave the comment on one of these and leave the Chrome Boys email and say.
I like how his little like signature sign off thing.
What does
and
it
a
say?
Message to you, Illuminati creeps. Justice is coming for you. Expect us. No mercy will be given.
No mercy will be given, for sure.
So true.
Maybe if we just comment like, hey, we run a pro-resistance, anti-Illuminati podcast. We'd love to have you on to discuss resisting global homo.
Yeah, because I don't see like a contact or anything, but you can comment on these posts.
Maybe if we just comment.
Yeah.
Unironically, I would love to have this guy on.
Oh, but his last thing, I think, damn, I hope the globalists didn't get to him. Because his last post is from like 2 years ago.
Shit.
So maybe, because I don't think it had the WordPress. Maybe he's just like migrated. Because I swear the thing showed up pretty recently.
I mean, I like this. I like this a lot.
Yeah, no, I think we've all learned a lot here.
Yeah. Maybe we could infiltrate the Masonic Hall, the lodge.
Maybe.
Because, yeah, it's like they have a location in town, and I'm still unsure of what Freemasons do.
Yeah, or like, I don't know like how you join it, or maybe you just sign up.
I've seen like the people, they have like rings.
Right.
They have cool rings.
Yeah.
I'd like a cool ring.
Yeah.
And like
and then you can get to control world events.
Yeah, because there's a website that was like showing like cool sites, like cool local sites, and one of them one of the sites was like the Freemasons Lodge, so you could like take a little virtual tour, and it was just there was a lot of like old guys standing around and pictures of old guys on the walls. It felt very The Master.
Okay, because this is let me see, when did he post this thing? Because like he hasn't posted since March of 2020. When did coronavirus start?
I think it was about that.
Like he was on it quick then. Because let's see where I'm just trying to get here. Damn, he's got a lot of sources on this.
Let's check out one of the sources.
I just want to see when this post is from. Okay, this is his big coronavirus post is from February 22nd, 2020.
I think that was like right before it hit.
I feel like it hadn't even hit here.
No, I think March is when it all hit.
My niece was born in the first week of coronavirus, like hitting here.
Yeah.
And her birthday's like March 8th.
Yeah, I think March is when it hit, but February is when it was still.
This guy posted it when it was still just in China.
We got to talk to this guy.
This guy's.
We have to talk to this guy.
This guy's third eye is. It's clean.
Oh. We need to speak to this person.
Damn. This is wild that he got this up that fast.
With that many sources. Well, I remember right when it was hitting North America, my girlfriend was at work and a guy drove through and dropped off a booklet this big about why if vaccines come out for this disease, you shouldn't take them.
Oh, okay, like right at the beginning?
It was this enormous pamphlet or like document.
Some people are on it.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm honestly kind of impressed that he got onto this that early.
That's crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really digging the schizophrenic design of this website.
Yeah. Yeah, with like the 1/3 with all the text and then 2/3 has this weird like word art with like skull and bones, New World Order.
Oh wait, were those links there?
I think this just links to this site.
Okay, cool. There's like hidden This is like a cool
Skull
ARG.
and Bones, Knights Templar. Oh wait, there's our links.
Whoa.
Man, that's hard to read.
Whoa, I didn't even notice that. What are those links?
Oh, contact. Home and contact.
Please, yes, let's reach out to this guy. Because I would love to have him on the show. I want to talk to this guy.
Damn, I hope he hasn't been taken out.
Yeah, after the show, we should reach out to this guy.
Yeah, I'll send him an email.
See if we can get him on. Because that, even if he just like calls in and we just hold the phone up or whatever.
Yeah.
I'd love to. I mean, I don't think this guy probably trusts cell phones.
Yeah.
But there's probably a way to get him on.
Yeah, I'll send a little thing, be like, hey man, like I saw your some graffiti somebody had written of your website, and I was checking it out, and I was just like, my mind was blown.
Yeah.
At how early you were on the Corona scamdemic.
Yeah. Because I would. Yeah, I do. I want to hear like his thoughts on everything. I want to hear this guy's interpretation of everything in the world. I want to show him. I want to show him "Call Me by Your Name" and see what he thinks. See what his.
Just have him as our regular third mic.
That'd be sick if we just had like a.
If he's a local, just come over, sits on the couch.
Like Canadian Alex Jones.
He can sit on the exercise ball. Or no, I'll sit on the exercise ball. He can sit in the throne.
Yeah, because he's obviously a king.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got Canadian Alex Jones to come in and red pill us on everything.
Yeah.
Because that would be tight.
That would be, yeah.
That'd be cool. Because
we've been looking. Sick to have guests on.
We've been looking for like a cool guest for a while. I think we found it.
We had Robin Quivers on last week. She was pretty good.
She was not bad.
Yeah.
She was okay. We had we had Olive Weezer on last week, and they were pretty gay.
Yeah, a bunch of gay-ass losers, if you ask me. No offense.
No offense to anyone who likes Weezer, but that's a gay band for gay people.
Yeah. I mean, that's... Yeah, I don't even know any Weezer songs. I don't know
that What's with these homies, dissing my girl. Just a song about getting bullied.
Yeah, that's I kind of associate them about songs about getting bullied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did the Island in the Sun.
Island in the Sun. Not Blister in the Sun?
No, that's a good song.
That is a good song.
Yeah.
Who's that one by?
I think it's like a French-Canadian guy or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let me go wild. That's a great song.
Yeah, that's a banger. Weezer could never.
Yeah. I was thinking about how Rob Zombie could probably single-handedly beat up every member of Weezer.
Oh.
In one go.
Yeah, he would burn through those bitches.
And dig through those ditches.
Yeah, and slam in the back of my Dragula.
When I was a kid,
did Dragula as karaoke.
I want to so bad.
Yet again.
We should do it.
It's my second time doing it.
You really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I did it once here. We were just doing some karaoke like off YouTube.
You did Dragula?
Into an amp, and I did Dragula.
Sick.
Then I went to my buddy who was having a birthday party. And we were supposed to go, there's some like Korean karaoke place in town.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Where you go and like, drink soju and eat Korean barbecue and sing karaoke.
Yeah.
But it was all booked up.
Ugh.
But he was just like at some distillery place, and they like set up karaoke for us off the TV.
Nice.
And I did Dragula.
Hell yeah.
And I fucking killed it.
That's a great karaoke song.
Apparently, like he went back there at some point, and one of the bartender girls was like, "Yeah, that guy. He said he was gonna do Dragula, and I thought he was joking, but then he did." Like, I was not joking. Bitch.
You don't fuck around with Dragula.
It's a good karaoke song, actually.
Rob Zombie, as a child, his like physical appearance used to scare me.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I was like, but he's just a white guy with dreads. But as a kid, I was like, whoa,
what a crazy psychopath.
He's crazy.
Yeah, he slaps though.
He's such a cool guy.
Yeah. His music, it's good.
Sick. His movies rule.
I haven't seen all of them, but
they're tight.
They're cool. I like House of 1,000 Corpses.
I love House of 1,000 Corpses. It's so charming.
Yeah, I haven't seen his Monsters.
I'll probably check it. The trailer looked very Robert Rodriguez now.
Remember when it came out, people were all like, he spent $150 million on this, and it looks like shit. And then he came out and was like, all of my movies combined haven't had $150 million budget. Like, that's just
yeah. He's got a good spirit, man.
Yeah.
Like House of 1,000 Corpses has a wicked vibe.
Yeah, I liked that one a lot when I was a kid.
It's fun.
And like Devil's Rejects, I think
they're cool,
decent.
Yeah, the whole like trilogy.
What's the third one?
Because there's a House of 1,000 Corpses, Devil's Rejects, which is the same. It's like Sid, that weird guy, The clown.
Yeah, I forget the captain or something.
Yeah, and then there's
Captain Giggle. It's something like it's Captain something. Or something
yeah,
like
I think so. And then there's I forget the third one. All of his Halloween movies were tight. They were so weird.
I don't know. I actually haven't seen any of his Halloween movies.
They're very strange.
I think I've actually only seen Devil's Rejects and House of a Thousand Corpses.
Oh, he's got some really cool ones.
Yeah.
Like his Halloween movies, like the first one, he like the script has it's like a 12-year-old wrote the script and was like allowed to swear. Okay. Like everyone is just like, what the fuck, man? Are you fucking serious? It's just
maybe I'll check it out.
They're very.
I gotta say I've seen a few Halloween movies,
yeah.
and I've not enjoyed any of them other than the first one.
Yep.
I feel like Michael Myers, he's not really. I wouldn't do 25 movies based on.
No, I don't think he's compelling of enough of a character.
I kind of feel like the first one was good and cool, but like.
Well, the Rob Zombie's one really plays up that he's just kind of autistic.
Oh, okay.
He's the whole character. Like he cast this very strange.
Does it have him as a kid again or as an adult? Okay, so it's like a reboot.
Yeah, it's like a whole. But he cast like the kid who plays Michael Myers is just such a strange looking young boy.
Well, I feel like the first one, because in the first one it's all him as a kid, right?
In the original?
Does he come back as an adult in that one?
It just opens with him as a kid and he kills his sister.
Oh, okay.
And then he goes to jail and then he breaks out because the truck crashes or something.
It's got the 6 score and I like the first one. I haven't liked any of the sequels I've seen particularly.
No. The reboot ones I don't like very much.
Yeah, like I think the first one of like the David Gordon Green ones, and I thought it was kind of meh.
There's only so much you can do with that guy.
Yeah.
Like it's not like Jason where like Jason X rules.
Yeah, send him to space.
Yeah, like that's sick as fucking shit.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Or like, I mean, I honestly kind of feel like Freddy is similar, where the first one is good.
Yeah,
it's kind of like,
most of those like.
I'm not really a slasher guy though. They're not really for me.
No, not really. I don't get those movies always get lumped in with like those people who are like, oh, the 80s, dude. The 80s movies were sick. Back to the Future, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's good. What about it?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, shut up, fucking nerd.
You dork.
You fucking nerd bitch.
Nerd bitch. Dork bitch. Shut up. Yeah, it's like Terminator, Back to the Future, Friday the 13th, and fucking, I don't know.
Like
the Breakfast Club.
Movies?
Yeah, the people just always are like, they're so epic. And it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's some good 80s movies.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say overall, I'd probably take the 90s over the 80s.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Like, hands down.
Yeah, the 90s were when white guys started saying the N-word.
Yeah, that's when we broke loose.
This is a very cool era for us white boys.
Yeah.
You would never see that. Well, it was like the 70s, you saw it all the time.
Yeah.
The 80s, not at all.
Yeah.
And the 90s brought it back.
We're back. And now, like, you got, shot with a fucking orbital laser.
Yeah, like,
But yeah, the 2030s, though, the AI decade,
it's coming back.
It's coming back.
It's coming back. Yeah. We're going to get to say slurs again, boys.
We'll have to.
We're going to have to.
If you want the android hunter, please, the Blade Runners out there, to leave you alone, and that's what you got to do.
You're going to have to say the slurs.
And I don't want to.
I'm going to have to. It's going to hurt.
I desperately don't want to.
Because I know that when
I have to, if it's like my life and the life of the people I love, I'll say it.
I'll say the word.
Yeah.
I don't look. The last thing I want is to damage ethnic communities with my language.
Nothing would hurt me more.
I would lose sleep over that, knowing. I would. God, I couldn't even look myself in the.
I'd rather kill myself.
I couldn't even kiss myself on the lips in the mirror. I couldn't even do that in good conscience.
Yeah.
Knowing that I had said the gook word.
Knowing that such a vile word had come out of those lips. How am I supposed
to unavoidably kiss them in the mirror? I would kill. I'd literally rather kill myself.
Yeah.
But
if you're threatening my family
in a self-defense scenario, yeah. I'll say any slur in the book.
If you're coming after my daughter,
I don't know who you are, but I will find you and I'll call you the N-word.
That was a sick thing in Plane. Is like it was kind of like a throwback.
Yeah.
Because like Gerard Butler, he's got a daughter. And he's gonna see his daughter again.
Yeah, I love that. That's classic.
He's sick. He's like the new Jason Statham kind of.
Yeah.
I guess Jason the Statham is still around.
Yeah.
But those guys who just make those like badass movies for boomer dads, I feel like it's got like the whole like sort of crisis management of the airline.
Yeah.
And they bring in their hotshot crisis manager guy.
Yeah.
Who's like, yeah, I'm calling mercenaries. I'm calling them in. Like, this is a rebel-held island. There is no law. And they see some video of Gerard Butler, like why he got demoted from being like the top pilot to running these like shitty routes.
Probably too reckless.
Yeah, there was some drunk dude who's causing shit, and Gerard Butler like puts him in a headlock and like sleeper holds him. And the crisis manager dude is like, I like this guy.
Hell yeah!
It was so dad core.
Yeah, that rules.
Like for like boomer dads to be like, hell yeah,
dude. I was watching Jeff Foxworthy stand up the other day.
Oh yeah.
It's cool to see like that generation of like dad comics, like Bill Burr and like Jeff Foxworthy, like those dad comedians that just say the stuff that dads always have on their mind.
Yeah.
But it's funny to see them like try to like understand the world now.
Oh, there's like current Jeff Foxworthy.
Yeah, Jeff Foxworthy like
still going.
He put out a special like last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's just him kind of.
Is he still You Might Be a Rednecking?
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
He's evolved. Larry the Cable Guy did one recently. He's still.
Get her done.
Yeah, he has a joke about like, yeah, I like my kids bring home the Halloween candy, and so I tell them I'm going to check them for razor blades and poison.
So are they still doing the blue collar comedy tour? Or they're
no,
just, like they're still going.
No, they're just doing their own thing.
Oh, okay.
But Jeff Foxworthy's like, he's looking back. He's old.
Okay, reminiscing.
Yeah, he's old.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's funny to see these dad comedians that like were the top of their game in the 90s or whatever.
Yeah.
Hottest boys.
Killers.
Yeah. Murderers.
Rapists.
But like now all their stand up is them just trying to like comprehend the world that they live in now.
Do they do the whole thing about trying to like figure out what all these genders and stuff like that?
Yeah. Jeff Dunham. I was watching a bit of his newest one because that was.
Does he still do puppets, or is he also?
He still does puppets, which was shocking.
Does he still have like Ahmed the terrorist and shit? Like
I don't
that?
think so.
Oh, okay.
I was skimming through these. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
I didn't see any Ahmed appearances.
Oh, okay.
He had a weird new one that had like orange hair and was really ugly.
Oh, okay. Is that like the they them puppet that he has to wrap his head around?
It might have been, but it was like just this like whole generation of like white Midwestern comedians who now their whole act is like just trying to understand.
I feel like this was a couple years ago, but like Dana Carvey, I feel like had one of those too.
Yeah, probably.
I think his special was called like Straight White 50-year-old Man or something like that.
They just I appreciate them for like the pocket of the market they occupy.
Yeah.
Where like dads will see clips of them on Facebook and be like, finally someone fucking said it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Somebody gets how fucked up this world is getting. I don't even know where I am more.
Yeah, like I like Bill Burr. I think he's a good comic, but most of the time the way I like hear Bill Burr stuff is just old guys repeating it to me.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
I'll occasionally see like people getting all pissed off at Bill Burr because he said something bad about capitalism or something.
He loves that, dude. He loves it when people get mad at him about that stuff.
Yeah, he'll say something like, maybe we should pay for welfare. And you'll see like guys on Twitter being like, Bill Burr used to be my favorite, but he's so out to touch, libtard idiot. Like,
I like to think that every day one guy on Twitter finds out that Bill Burr has a black wife.
Yeah. Just steam shoots out of his ears.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's on par with finding out like George Lucas has a black wife.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either. You wouldn't think based on how he portrays.
If I had to guess, I would have said Chinese.
He's dating a yellow alien.
Yeah, like a woman who has big tentacles, has like a Fu Manchu mustache.
Yeah, he was another one that was like, man, it's after everything you've put to film, after the caricatures you've shown the world of other races.
Well, I feel like one of the things with comedy, and it's like, especially when you've been doing it for a long time, like there's really only so many topics.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like that's kind of why, and like, especially if you're like a professional comedian, like there's just like a certain lifestyle that comes with that. So at a certain point, you can do comedy about like your kids, and, like having a family. You can do comedy about like being a drunk, because like all you do as a comedian is travel from bar to bar essentially, unless you get to like the Jim Gaffigan tier of
which he's delightful. Yeah, I like him.
I didn't know how popular it was. Like he'll come and do like arenas and sell them out like 3 days in a row.
Yeah, well, it's because he's really good, but he's really clean.
Right, so like your grandma, like my mom loves Jim Gaffigan.
Yeah, like he's like a really good comedian, and he's just also like everything he does, anyone can appreciate.
Yeah,
he's just universally.
He's there for everybody.
Yeah, he's just good and funny.
But I guess like there's like good comedians can expand it, but there's only so much shit you can talk about.
Yeah,
you can do like your family, you can do being a drunk, you can do like the news.
Yeah, news shit.
Do like a Jon Stewart on stage.
Yeah,
shit, and like. Like there's really only so many topics to talk about.
You know what I see all the time online now?
What's that?
It's the new thing with comedians is crowd work.
Oh, okay, the Stavros.
Yeah, just always like, what do you do for a living, sir?
Well,
yeah, that's gay.
I mean, I feel like
that's probably like the future.
Yeah, I mean, I feel in a sense like I almost never listen to stand-up anymore, but I'll listen to stand-up comedians on podcasts.
That's also the new...
And I feel like that almost... I don't know. Maybe... I don't know.
That is like a new medium for stand-up. Like, it's huge now. Like, because before it would be like Opie and Anthony on the radio.
Well, and there is a bit of a baked-in problem. I guess this is why they make everyone, like, put their phones in, like, safes and shit.
Yeah.
Is because, like, for your act, like, if you have an hour or whatever, you can't come up with a new one every show.
No.
Right? So you have to do the same shit over and over.
Yeah.
If you already heard that, I feel like podcasting, you can kind of like replicate it more. And
yeah.
like more and more.
Yeah.
And it's like maybe less like funny and well thought out like per minute.
Yeah.
But if you're just like a funny, likable person, like us.
Like us. Like, brilliant comedians we are.
Yeah. You can just like have that going or whatever.
Because like pretty much every comic now has a podcast.
Yeah.
I can't think of one that doesn't.
Yeah, it's kind of like how professional eaters all do YouTube shit now.
Yeah.
Because you can make more money doing that than actually, like, winning Nathan's or whatever.
Pretty much everyone who's successful at something has a podcast about it that they do more than the thing. Like, I don't know, hypothetically, if you were, like, a former UFC fighter who decided to be a comedian.
Right.
You can just have a podcast and then be a comedian.
Yeah.
A really good one.
A great one.
A brilliant one.
Everyone loves.
A real good comic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people got so mad at that guy for being a bad comedian.
It's like, I don't know what you expect. The guy's had like 12 brain injuries.
Yeah. But I don't know. I guess like, I mean, comedy has its... I feel like at a certain point you have to do the like, I'm an old guy and I don't get what's going on with the world anymore.
Yeah.
Because like, what else are you going to talk about?
Because even like
especially
Carlin
if
did
you've been
that.
doing it for like 30 years.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, because like, they all kind of end there. Like Carlin, even like, as much as like he put his like great spin on it when he got old.
Yeah,
he was still doing the like, what's going on?
Like at a certain point, you got to either do, talk about your kids being stupid. Or,
that's what Jeff Dunham was doing
these
a lot.
Days,
yeah, what is happening? I mean, I get it, but it's like it's very funny. It's cute to watch these old guys like do that. It was very like charming. It was like watching your dad. It's just like, aw.
Yeah. Fucking Jeff Foxworthy. And he's not You Might Be a Rednecking anymore.
No, he's it's it's very cute.
Yeah,
he's like he's a subtle Foxworthy now.
Yeah, I don't even know what the last stand-up comedy thing I watched was.
Aziz Ansari.
Yeah. I have all of
I saw it in your YouTube history. You tried to skip past it quick when I saw it.
I tried to skim past it to the muscle man.
I noticed, though. I caught that Aziz Ansari.
Yeah, that dude's fucking... Did we talk about this, or was I talking about that with someone else?
I think we talked about that. Yeah, like no one's mad that he's gone.
Yeah, how he's like the one guy who got Me Too'd for the mildest thing.
Yeah, and everyone's like,
just done forever.
All right. Yeah, like what's he doing now?
I don't fucking know.
I haven't heard anything about Aziz Ansari.
Living on his Community royalties.
Was he on Community? No.
No, Parks and Rec.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Right. Yeah.
It was the other Indian fellow on Community.
Right. Abed.
Abed, yeah.
Who I don't know is the actor's name.
Danny Pudi.
Danny Pudi.
Pudi
Tang.
Danny Poopy.
Poopy.
Yeah.
Because he's Indian. No offense to all our Indian fans.
No. Another public apology. We didn't realize how harmful what we be saying was.
Yeah. Oh, man. Imagine, like, in some bizarre chain of events, I get hired to be the new SNL cast member, and it comes out that I said that lie.
He poopy because he's Indian.
I get fired immediately 3 days later, and then get to go on Joe Rogan. 6 months after that.
I think Shane Gillis has like pioneered the new path for successful comedy, which is like getting hired on a mainstream thing and immediately getting fired.
Right.
But then getting way more popular than the mainstream thing because you got fired.
It's like the sort of the Rogan slingshot.
That's what we should call it, the Rogie slingshot. Yeah, because I've seen that happen a couple of times now. Where like
you build it up, get shot down, and then use that momentum to propel yourself even higher.
Hit Rogies and to the stars.
To the moon.
We'll be there one day.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm just as funny as Shane Gillis. Maybe even funnier.
Probably even funnier.
Probably even funnier.
Yeah.
Probably even smarter.
Definitely.
Probably know more about history.
And football. I would like to see a co-op game between you and him in Total War or something.
Yeah.
So you guys are two military history boys.
Can paint the map together.
That'd be cool. Yeah, we should. Shane Gillis, we know you listen.
Yeah, we know you're out there. Come on the show, the pod, you coward.
Come on the pod, you coward. Let's talk about Constantinople.
Yeah, let's rap. Let's rap about Constantinople.
Yeah, come on, you coward. I know you won't. It would be fun to do that. That thing he does with Rogan every couple months, where they just drink like 20 beers.
I haven't actually watched Joe Rogan in ages.
I like skim through them.
Yeah,
again,
I'll see him. I used to more when he was more on YouTube and they'd pop up all the time.
Yeah,
I don't really see him ever, and I don't seek it out.
Yeah, I don't know who he's even had on anymore. It's like
because there was a period where I'd like watch it pretty regularly.
Yeah, because he'd have cool fucking people.
And then there was a period where I'd watch it like occasionally, depending on who's on.
Mm-hmm.
And then I feel like there's a period where I was just like never too interested.
I think the last one I watched all the way through was when he had Quentin Tarantino on.
I didn't even see that. That could be cool.
It was cool. It was like 4 hours.
I saw Quentin Tarantino was on. I don't know if it was like on Your Mom's House or it was on a Tom Segura one.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And that one was cool.
Yeah, he's a good.
He's a good interview.
Yeah, he's just because he's analytical.
Yeah, he's very analytical.
He's got he can just talk for hours about everything.
Yeah, well, about a specific topic.
One thing.
Movies. He could talk infinitely about movies.
Hey, he'd be great to have on the podcast because he'd sit down, we'd start recording, and then I'd just go, Valley of the Dolls.
Yeah.
And then it'd be 3 hours.
Say a movie, and yeah, we got 3 hours in the bank right there.
High Plains Drifter. There's another hour.
And he's gone.
I'd love it, man.
But I do like listening. He's good at talking about movies.
Yeah, he's not great at talking. He's great at talking about movies, though.
Yeah, he knows a lot of film lore. He's a lore master.
Yeah, if he applied
very specific topic.
If he applied that brain to Dark Souls,
yeah, he could be probably one of the top gamers out there.
Top Dark Souls guys.
I'd be
of all
so
time.
sick if Quentin Tarantino became a Twitch streamer.
It'd be 2 minutes of playing and then 30 minutes of talking.
And just like specifically playing like Kingdom Hearts or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be sick. I'd love to watch Tarantino play Genshin Impact.
Yeah, or like War Thunder or something like that.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, I feel like he'd be into that.
Yeah.
See his opinion on the Call of Duty games.
Call of Duty.
I've been back into Call of Duty lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been gaming at all.
Been off the grind.
Yeah. I'll have to find some new.
Well, you're out of season for gaming right now.
That's true. I don't like it about another month. I think I'm due in March.
It's like a recovery period.
Yeah. I think in March I'm due to do some gaming.
You know how you always see like Ronaldo? He's on the off season. He's taking cold baths and sleeping in saunas.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And when I get back there, boy, it's gonna blow some freaking minds. But yeah, we'll do a cool logo, and then I can just have a page so I can upload shit to YouTube easily.
We should make the logo like the Tented Fingers thing, like a parody of the Freemason logo. With how they have the
yeah. Well, I feel like a triangle logo is cool because it's like Freemasony.
Yeah, and then we'll just put like a CB.
Yeah, I was thinking I'd maybe like take a picture of my hands or something like that.
Yeah,
and like animate it over.
Yeah,
like, bust up the contrast so it looks kind of drawn.
Yeah, and then we could still keep the Freemason G, but then just add like a AYPORN after.
Yeah,
I don't know, something like that.
I'll look at the Freemason thing, or if you want to mock one up.
I get into Freemasons.
So we should get a cool logo.
Yeah, that'd be cool. What time are we at here?
I think we're at about 1:20 on this one.
Nice. Nice. This is a good one. Nice little lore discussion on...
Yeah, I think we did a bit of a deep dive.
There was definitely some Fortnite Elon Musk.
We definitely blew some freaking minds there.
For sure.
And we're going to get him on. I'm going to send him a nice email.
Yeah.
About how I saw his website while scrawled out on a dumpster. And it really opened my eyes.
And boy, life has changed.
And he can be guaranteed he'll be in a vax-free atmosphere here.
Yeah. He's safe.
Yeah. From the spike proteins.
That travel through the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we ain't about that shit.
None of us are Chinese either, for the record. Or make that clear.
BTW, we're white.
We are not Chinese.
We are not Chinese.
I don't know if we've established this yet, fellas, but
yeah,
we're not Chinese.
Yeah, I mean, between the two of us, we cover most races on Earth.
Most white ones.
But not Chinese.
Not Chinese.
Not Chinese. Never.
I'm 1% black.
Yeah.
I don't want to use my pass.
Yeah.
Saving that for a big moment.
But I will if I have to.
In a self-defense scenario. I'll use my pass if I have to defend myself.
Yeah, as anyone would.
In a legally safe context.
As any patriot would.
All right, fellas.
All right, until next fortnight. Or, well, I guess I'm probably going to release it. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
See you when you see you.
Bye.